She walked into her own hotel and was told to leave immediately. 9 minutes later, everyone involved was jobless. Have you ever experienced a moment when everything you worked for, everything you built, suddenly felt like it was slipping through your fingers? Today, we're about to share a story that will leave you questioning everything about respect, assumptions, and the true meaning of power. This is the story of a black CEO who was kicked out of her own hotel. And what happened next? It shocked everyone. Stay with me until the very end, because the twist will leave you speechless. It was a bright afternoon when Angela Carter, a successful businesswoman and CEO of one of the most luxurious hotels in the city, decided to make an unannounced visit to one of her properties. She had worked tirelessly for years to build this empire, a place where hospitality, diversity, and respect were supposed to shine. But what happened that day was the exact opposite. Angela walked through the grand lobby of her hotel, expecting warm smiles and greetings. Instead, she was met with suspicious stares. A few staff members exchanged whispers, looking her up and down as if she didn't belong. Still, Angela remained calm. She had faced challenges before, but nothing could prepare her for what was about to happen next. As she approached the front desk to speak with the manager, a man in a sharp black suit stormed toward her. His voice was cold, sharp, and loud enough for everyone to hear. "Excuse me, ma'am. You can't be here. This is a private property. I need you to leave now." Angela froze. At first, she thought it was a joke. She smiled politely and said, "There must be some mistake." But before she could explain, the man pointed aggressively toward the door and barked, "Get out, now." The entire lobby went silent. Guests stared. Staff members looked uncomfortable, and Angela, she felt a wave of humiliation crash over her. How could this happen? How could she, the owner of the hotel, be treated like a trespasser? Angela took a deep breath, trying to keep her composure. She calmly asked, "Do you even know who I am?" But the man, who turned out to be the front office manager, rolled his eyes and said, "I don't care who you are. You can't just wander in here." At that moment, Angela realized something painful. This wasn't just about a misunderstanding. It was about assumptions, about bias, about disrespect. Instead of arguing, Angela quietly turned around and walked out, not because she was weak, but because she was strong enough to let the truth speak louder than words. And that truth was coming fast. 9 minutes later, Angela returned, but this time she wasn't alone. Walking beside her were two senior executives from the corporate office and a legal advisor. Their faces were stern, their voices calm but firm. They marched into the lobby, where the same manager stood proudly behind the desk, still unaware of what was about to happen. Angela stepped forward, looked him straight in the eye, and said just one sentence, "I own this hotel." The manager's face turned pale. The whispers turned into gasps. Every staff member froze. Guests began recording on their phones. And then came the words no one expected. Angela spoke with power, but also with pain in her voice. "You didn't just disrespect me. You disrespected everything this company stands for. Pack your things. You're done here." And so is everyone who stood by and let this happen. Within the hour, the entire front desk team was escorted out. Angela called an emergency staff meeting, and in that moment, she made something very clear. This is not about revenge. It's about accountability. It's about creating a workplace where every guest, every human being is treated with respect and dignity. What happened next went viral. People everywhere were talking about it, about how quick judgments and hidden biases can ruin not only careers, but lives. Angela didn't stop there. She introduced new diversity and inclusion programs across all her properties. She implemented strict policies on respect and equality. And most importantly, she turned her pain into purpose, making sure no one else would ever feel what she felt that day. So, what's the lesson here? Never assume. Never judge someone by how they look, how they speak, or what you think you know about them. Because the person you're looking down on today might be the one signing your paycheck tomorrow. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, respect costs nothing, but means everything.